Doing better. Physically.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back on.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara? The Resistance, what's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Please be careful, Ryder.
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now.
I need help here.
Scott, they almost got past me.
Easy, are you alright?
Better now that those Ket are dead. I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk. And I know a secret route to the camp. Just wide enough for one. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the Resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too stubborn to ignore it. You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make sure the Ket get lost out here and stay lost. But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
We have to keep going.
Go, go. I'll roll the cat bodies off the cliff before I head back.
Hostiles ahead!
Someone help me! Excellent shot! But it's over!
Why were Angara attacking us? Sul is stockpiling supplies. Why?
It's troubling. Efra should hear of this.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder. Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Move in the open very freely.
We have to. We're here to explore.
It's only strange after years of keeping our heads down against the Ket. One day we'll destroy them. I'm determined that it will be soon. Ijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vol's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Environment check.
We can't just
Temperatures
attack
are
the
within
entire Ket
acceptable
base.
parameters.
Stars. It's you. You're the one who saved the Moshai. We've all heard. Hitting the Ket where it counts has really helped our morale.
I can't claim all the credit. Couldn't have done it without the Resistance.
We are united by our struggle against the Ket. My grandmother used to say that the mingling of shed blood makes family as surely as birth. Want to kill more Ket? I need someone to rescue my Uncle Nilch. I'm not a fighter yet, or I'd go myself. If the Ket move him from the labor camp, we'll lose him forever.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Zilch may not have much time.
Well, that's an enormous ice cube.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
I hear the researchers here drilling into the ice in order to study it.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Sky-cursed piece of junk working.
I'll roll about it.
It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Tilara.
Tech, huh? At the end of the day, it's just a mess of metal and plastic.
And yet we trust our lives with it. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
Life support is stable. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range,
I told
Pathfinder.
him I can't execute a proper dig if my equipment keeps breaking down.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Back to armor.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitter.
What do you do for fun?
You've seen my plans.
I'm beginning to suspect that the Angaran word for fun doesn't translate well.
Can you imagine the heating bills if we settled here?
Did your people have plans to settle here?
You seem easily affected by the cold.
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya.
I recognize him. That's Keldo, one of Sokal's suppliers.
Found them.
Scans reveal these crates contain Angaran weapons.
Oh, really now?
Oh, did Sokka not mention he helps us out sometimes?
I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ked's technology.
Cat. Great. And here's the ambush.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
They said it was a golden world. I'm still reeling.
Get machinery, Ryder. We should be careful.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Grenade! Cora's injured! Grenade!
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Life support is back online. Pathfinder, that message console can be hacked.
So there's a control center for Ket shuttles on Vold.
This message contains a fragmented passcode. If we find more terminals, I can reassemble it.
And we can take out the control center.
have a huge task. To responsibly settle all your...
Got the signal. This way.
Sorry, how many?
This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Audie, headed our way.
Shield boost enabled.
By that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder.
We've got hostiles.
Life support is failing. Temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
That was one hell of a shot, Jal.
They become easier if you imagine your target is the Archon's face.
Noted.
Let's do this!
Whoa, those Audi are really coming at us.
ID don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
We are close to the source of the signal. Perhaps something about the frequency. What is agitation in the beasts?
Excellently done!
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
I think we should leave it here. It's too dangerous to bring back to the Nexus.
That is for the best. I shall contact the Resistance to have it removed. Just in case.
Hopefully, the Hajara scientists won't have any more trouble with their comms.
So many of my family are distinguished. The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know.
This is the Ket labor camp Skion talked about.
Let's find Niels.
Disable the fence! I have to get out! Freedom! Disable the fence, quick! You're not getting away with this!
Grenade in!
Kill these kids! You here to rescue us? The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these kids.
Just in time. Ought have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the cat can't handle being cool-handed in something big, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew Ski-Out was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilt.
So you've said before. The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxell so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Tetchix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
What's in the drive?
The Ket code we stole while trying to infiltrate their command center. The Ket never realized how much we downloaded off their network.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxell will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances.
Planets in Helios still look so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
This remnant site has defenses in place, Pathfinder.
Heads up. Remnant site ahead. That looks like Ket tech. Get ready to fight!
Angaran technology is present in this camp. I can provide more information via your scanner. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. This bug should be feeding Ket information to the Resistance, but the connection was dropped.
Why? A technical issue?
Unknown. If you scan additional bugs, I can locate the broken link.
You are in excellent physical condition, Cora. Better than anyone on the squad.
Thanks. Didn't realize you were paying attention.
The mind wants what the mind wants.
Mining zones in the region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Pretty intense catch shield for the middle of nowhere. Suspicious overcompensation. Are you upset to be the only child of your parents? This team, and your commando team before that. Does it satisfy that yearning?
It's a different kind of belonging than family. Here, I can walk away, good or bad. That knowledge is always there.
Yet you stay. For the adventure.
For the adventure. Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
Carrying power a long way. These are the ruins we're looking for. Let's find the detective.
I think we need more glyphs.
That should do it.
The interface failed, Pathfinder. It appears that was it.
job.
This must be the piece of Remtech Peavy needs.
Remtech?
Peavy's term. Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can. I'll deliver this piece and hope...
The crew has developed a feeling of family, don't you think?
Yeah, we've been through a lot together.
Become fond of each other. Bonded.
Some more than others, but yes.
I'm fond of you, Cora. Like a sister. We're family.
We'll protect them the best we can. Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Vold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, the Yavara are vital to Angaran culture. We need to stop these hunters.
These outlaws aren't acting under Initiative orders. It's not my responsibility.
If you allow this to happen, are you any different from them?
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
You're right. I should stop the outlaws hunting the Yavara.
The poachers will follow the Yavara. You can track them by listening for their distress song through your comm.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
That's Techix, according to my map.
We should speak to Boxel about her brother as soon as possible.
Got it. Over here.
Not bad.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
I hear the kid haven't abducted anyone from Nostrand.
There you are.
There isn't a
Nice
place
shot
in the
back
vault
there.
safe from those things.
Thanks. My
telling
father
you,
taught
the
me as
kid
soon as I was old
avoid
enough to
that
hold a gun.
They're afraid of it.
Life must be harsh out here. He taught you well.
He's always prepared. Made sure I could shoot, hunt, and make a camp.
You ever shoot Remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
You ever think of joining the Resistance? They'd be lucky to have you.
I want to, but my family would never allow it. Not after my brother.
Your brother was a sharpshooter too. Erav.
How'd you... Jarl? Stars, you were his friend.
He was a good man. Fought hard for his people.
I want to follow his example. But my family...
This is your call.
This is what you truly want.
It is. I want to help.
Then tell them. I've met your father. He'll listen.
You're right. It's time I speak to my family.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
I like your rifle, John.
I built the modifications myself. Once it was Ket. Now it kills them for me.
Back home, some people waste their favorite weapons.
This one is a Darav.
He left Vold? He got free
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
from my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes, Anyek told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd sent people after Nilj. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Is the data they carried that important?
Nilj and the commander seem to think so. Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The base entrance is shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
How are you finding the bunk?
It's a bed.
It's dark out there, isn't it? It's a good thing Maripa's sunlight is here.
You're the alien who saved the Moshai.
How many cat did you kill? I hope they screamed.
I don't kill Ket because I enjoy it. It just has to be done.
Well, yeah. Your people haven't been hunted and enslaved and exalted. It's different for us.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Was just passing by and heard you talking about taking down Ket.
Tand and Aren. They faced the Ket and gave themselves to the blessed rebirth.
Which is...
They train and prepare, calm their hearts so that when they die and come back, they remember. And they'll be stronger and wiser and better able to fight the evil that is the Ket. I can't wait for my turn, but all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Ket station. We should hear the news soon.
You want to hear that your friend's dead? That's kind of screwed up.
We don't want it. We accept it. Just because you don't understand doesn't mean it's wrong.
So where's this Ket station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Veg. As long as Ket die, it doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you. all the way out here. You must have guts. If anyone can help my people, it's you.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them out. The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
Do your people have somewhere to stay?
They're taken care of. But now we have a new problem. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran artifact. A map of ancient Vold. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it, but they run into trouble out there. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver. I'll give you the nav point for the Dar. Please, hurry.
I'm cleared for 3 years' work.
Smart.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vestic, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
That's a wonderful sentiment.
My grandmother's words. She set me on this path. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
Is there anything we can do to help your work?
I have always been curious about how the Ket invasion began. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. Perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vold. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead, enslaved, or exalted. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
How many AI like Sam are there? Back where you are from.
Not many. Most people are afraid of AI. Pardon? Maybe not, but when AI do go rogue, they're a real threat.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder. Approaching a resistance emergency medical cache, Pathfinder.
Got it. Let's check it out. 1 down, 2 to go.
Got Ken. It's an ambush!
Expected someone injured or dying.
Despicable!
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Cora, this talent you and PB have.
Biotics?
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
When you really let loose, it's like a massive, deadly sneeze.
Amazing. What's a sneeze?
signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Hostiles ahead!
Pathfinder, active remnant nearby. I suggest investigating. Activating automated forward station deployment.
Got them all.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
It's completely destroyed.
How to do that?
More cat incoming.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Look, I don't know what Roic said to make you help us, but he lied.
Astra, don't.
Shut up! Roic is a smuggler from Kadara. We all are. Flew here when we heard the Ket were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Vault map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
I knew something was up as soon as I saw you weren't Angara.
I figured, but that's not why I'm telling you.
Then why?
When I got here, when I saw what the Ket did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roic?
He's not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we tell him about this place, he'll see reason. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
A guy like that isn't worth my time. I'll make sure this map gets into the right hands.
Good. Clears my conscience. Thank you.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Hey, Ryder, pit stop? Wouldn't mind stretching my legs.
I agree. Stop, hop out, run in a circle, and get back in.
No, no, fine.
I'm reading a normal temperature range.
That's 2 of them.
Is she all right?
She has lost a lot of blood.
Sister. Help is here.
I couldn't stop the bleeding. The supply crate was empty.
We brought the supplies.
Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
What happened to you?
My patrol was escorting a caravan of specimens from Hijara. The Ket ambushed us. They took the cargo and some of the scientists. Killed everyone else. I pretended to be dead. It kept me alive. A cowardly act.
Your death wouldn't have helped anyone. This way, you fight another day.
I get to fight another day because of you.
If you're all right, I'll get going.
Go. Go. Thank you. And Ansala Venjuri. Whoever you are.
Ryder.
Ryder. I'll remember that. I hope to see you again, Ryder.
Seeker nav point. The Ket station is close.
I can't do this. Taking this station is impossible.
Are you Tej?
Whoa! Didn't see you there. Yeah. I'm Tej. How did you find me? Wait. Kolf and the others, right? Stars. Don't tell them you found me like this. I wasn't expecting all this security any longer. I sit here the more I doubt everything.
You're just being rational, seeing the reality of what you're doing here.
Doubt and a shrinking heart prevents a blessed rebirth. And you won't remember your life before. And if you forget, you're just like everyone else. And it would have been better not to die at all.
Such a revelation.
See, the more I think, the worse the thoughts get.
I've got some experience with Ket. I can help with this, if that would... help.
Would you? I think with all of us, we might actually take down this station. Live or die. I wouldn't leave you. Living and learning is a good way to grow stronger too. And I've never met anyone who had a blessed rebirth. And what if it's not real? Stars. If my friends heard this talk, they'd turn their backs. Venture especially. Oh, I'm almost afraid to go back.
I can't tell you what to do, but maybe Roshwar Lin can help.
I always liked Roshwar. And you're right, she'll know how to handle my friends. Whether it means we talk to them or I stop listening to them. We grew up together.
Sometimes you grow apart.
Yes. Maybe. Thanks, Pathfinder. At least we kicked those cats on their behinds, right?
Hugging someone or punching them. Do you get sick a lot?
Maybe. Illness is a private matter. We never speak of it.
Really? No sick days? No starve a fever, nurse a cold?
It's suddenly very hot in here.
Want some Medigel?
Please, stop.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
We're all clear.
Cache restocked. The emergency medical caches are back in business.
Excellent news. Come back when you can. We just got new supplies, and I have something I think you might find useful.
Resistance medical cache.
Seat. Too hot in here for that.
Do you mean hot or hot?
Just shove over.
The poachers aren't here.
They must have continued following the Yavara. Amplifies your natural biotic potential.
Yep.
It must act on neuroelectrical impulses. But that seems risky. What sort of transistor does it use?
I don't know.
Mind if I just...
No!
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Yavara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the sky.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered.
It's hard when you're small, when biotics means what happens if you get angry at Mom.
Our parents train our skills like they teach us to dress ourselves. You didn't have help? I feel sad for that child.
Things are still better than they were. Besides, who knows what human biotics will look like in another century or two.
This must be the poacher's camp.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Life support levels critical. Please seek safety.
Great shot.
Ambient temperature is normal.
Too bad your people don't have biotics. But that EM ability of yours?
Well, we all have it. It's useful, but not exciting.
You make art with it, fight with it, blow up electronics.
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose it has a beauty.
Stop shooting. Can we talk? The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
After all I've heard, I didn't expect that an Angara led these hunts.
Then you've been talking to the Angara here. I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
You really think this enzyme will work? It'll heal your people?
I need to run more tests, but it looks promising. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
I'll go. Just let me pack my equipment.
Clear. Proceed to
They all say the same thing.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
A few treasure hunters found this map of ancient Vold. They wanted you to have it.
We thought we lost this when the Dar burned. Look at that detail. With this map, we could plan attacks through old trade routes, ones even the Ket don't know about. Whoever gave this to you deserves our thanks. As do you.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Ket, yes. The largest, Destroyer, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Australia.
It's the recent focus of Kett attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Kett learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Kett are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Give me a double dose of summer, quick! It's good to see you back. You saved lives today. We don't know who or how many, but you did. I set something aside for you from our latest shipment. For your help.
A reward wasn't necessary.
It is. Trust me. It's dangerous out there. Everyone relies on their gear to get them home. Applies to you too. Oh, and Yetta, the fighter you found, managed to make her way back. She's stable and recuperating, thanks to you.
I couldn't help it over here.
Oh, now you've gone and involved Ryder in this madness.
Rabah, I know Mashal's still alive.
Hana, why are you convinced your friend's still alive?
Because Mashal is our best saboteur. She knows how to keep herself safe. We destroyed Aket's weapon depot, but the detonators failed. Mashal had to set off the explosives by hand.
It put her in the middle of a blast they saw from over the hills.
But Mashal knows demolition like no one else. She knows the safest place to hide.
There wouldn't be a safe place in a giant blast like that.
But if there was one, if there could be one, I know Mashal found it. I know it. Even if she didn't, I'd rather know for sure. But Anyek won't let us go on a hunch.
If I'm out there, I could survey the area.
Would you? Sky blessed. I've got the nav point. I hope the date is compatible with your, gadget. Whatever you find, please tell me. I just want the truth.
That looks like Ket tech.
Remnant pillars ahead. Be careful, Ryder.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the Ket weapons depot, destroyed by the Resistance.
Good to know. We'll search for any sign of Han.
That's an entrance. It's a ruin. No one survived here.
It's dead, of course.
If circuitry is intact, we could power it up and gain entrance. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored.
Talk, you cursed thing. Tell me where my family is.
There's something over there. Maybe someone.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Got it.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Who are you? Are you here to find me? Did Hana send you? Foolish girl. She never knows when to give up.
Hana was sure you survived the blast, but how?
Couldn't outrun the explosion, so I found a reinforced wall and put up a field at the moment of impact. Almost flashed out, but it was that or die.
End this hurt. End this.
That's all it says. That's all it ever says. I've burned, I've peeled, I've gouged. It won't tell me where they are.
You tortured this person?
It's not a person, it's Ket. They took my family.
I don't care what he is. Torture isn't right. Maybe he doesn't know.
It must know. It must. This is my only chance. If it doesn't know, then I've lost them. I can't lose them.
I'm sorry, but they're gone.
No!
You have friends waiting for you. People who still care. You'll die here.
How could you? It could have told me. I could have found them again.
Go home, Michal.
Fine. I'll signal the base and inform the Resistance of my position.
don't like the look of those Ket machines.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion. Pathfinder, this area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use.
Remnant pillars ahead. Be careful, Ryder.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but the planet is not yet viable.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate.
PB's been looking for you.